Defeated in 20 bouts also, 20 victories, 16 KOs. Damas y caballeros, el invicto peleador puertorriqueño a Caguas, Puerto Rico, Miguel Cotto.
Vamos, viene. Ok, muchachos, ya yo les di las instrucciones hace un segundo, pero voy a tomar un tiempo adicional para refrescarle esas instrucciones. Golpes, golpes más abajo de este cinturón son ilegales. Cuando le diga break, dan un paso atrás sin tirar con la guardia arriba. ¿Ok? Bajo ningún concepto están autorizados a dar con el gelé del guante y con el codo. ¿Muy bien? Estamos en eso. Peleen limpio, sigan mis órdenes. Si les doy instrucciones, no me miren. Sigan enfocados uno con el otro. ¿Está muy bien? Ok, buena suerte. Buena suerte. Vamos bien.
Early on, Pinto wants to remind Cotto why he couldn't beat him as an amateur. Cotto wants to let Pinto know that was then, this is now.
Left hook to the far head of Kelson Pinto, wobbled him for a moment.
Well, Pinto seemed to have been so stiff and cold. He hasn't warmed up. And from what I can see right here, just a little bit right here, he's got his hands full with tonight trying to beat Cotto. Cotto is much more accurate, shorter and compact with his punches.
Cotto very relaxed on his feet, bouncing as he moves in. He's already landed the one big left hook. Pinto tried a roundhouse right coming back, but missed it. There, Pinto lands a left hook and another left, but Cotto catches him with a left in between. And once again, you're looking at two fighters who are likely to trade some.
Well, Pinto knows that he can punch too. The thing is, his punches are a little bit wider.
And he's out jabbing Pinto right now, Cotto.
Yeah, Pinto's upper body movement is not enough at this stage. He's got his hands down just enough for Pinto to get, Cotto to get close enough and drop a short shot over, or either catch him with a left hook and a cleanup punch.
Roundhouse right over the top by Pinto. The long punches sometimes look more spectacular than their impact would cause you to think, as they lose power traveling that long arc. Pinto throws a lot of punches like that.
I can see why he's giving Cotto problems in the amateur, because he's a very good technical fighter. Seems to have a good sense of distance.
Well, in the amateurs, he could probably win those fights with his jab.
I was going to say, what Cotto got to do is try to get close to him and force him into an exchange where his shorter, more accurate punches would be more effective.
Cotto lands a right hand after two little left hooks inside to the body.
Cotto needs to go straight to the inside and make him fight at close range.
Cotto believes he's stronger than Pinto and wants to make that impression right away. Cotto blocking some of Pinto's stuff inside and landing another left.
So far, Cotto doing a better job of reminding Pinto that this is a different fight than when they fought amateurs.
Yes, right.
Than Pinto is of reminding him that it's the same fight.
Pinto continually complaining to referee Robert Ramirez. And And now as we go to the corners between rounds, in Cotto's corner, our interpreter is Ray Torres, speaking Spanish. In Pinto's corner, our interpreter will be Marcos Santos, as they speak Portuguese there.
Okay, let's get some water. Hey, that right hand.
Right here, you can see the shorter, more compact punches that Cotto delivers is much more effective, and especially when they get in close quarters. And this is what you're going to probably see continually as long as this fight lasts, which I don't think is going to be much longer.
Which you don't think is going to be much longer.
No, I can't see this fight.
You think Cotto's in position to go ahead and knock him out?
I think so. I think Cotto's gonna knock
Pinto
him out.
was shaken up twice in that round. He's an unbeaten fighter. Unbeaten fighters will fight till they drop because they don't think they can be beaten. And I don't expect Pinto to go away too quickly.
Pinto threw 83 punches in the round by CompuBox count.
But he can't take those left hooks too often.
Yep. Cotto was 29 out of 63. Pinto 11 out of 83. Cotto landing half his power shots. This is the blueprint for Cotto to win the fight. Just stay calm, stay tight inside the whirling dervish that is Pinto with all those long shots. There you see Cotto's left hook getting there first. And the left hook gets there again. And now to the body. And another one on the chin. And Pinto just firing and firing with those roundhouse punches as Cotto does his work inside.
Two young guns firing away.
I'm very impressed with Pinto, even though I think he's going to get beat. I've been very impressed with him.
Pinto seems a little wobbly on his feet. It doesn't stop him from throwing everything he can throw. Good left hook by Pinto.
Good shots by Pinto.
Cotto with a huge left hook. Pinto missed the right cross around the back of Cotto's head, but he solidly landed that left hook inside.
And it looks like, not surprised, Cotto is the one that backed away for a minute here, trying to regroup and reorganize.
I think Cotto thinks that he can counterpunch Pinto with those wide punches of his.
At this stage here,
He's got to step up inside bravely to do it.
Pinto's changed the whole fight around at this stage. I think by taking those hooks and those exchanges and coming back, he's got Cotto down, backing up a little bit.
Pinto landed something that has made Cotto think twice. Whether it was the left hook or one of those right hands, Pinto landed something that has changed Cotto's approach. And there's a hard right hand followed by the left hook. The 1-2 puts Pinto down.
It's a short punch. The left hook has been consistent all night when they get in those exchanges.
Crowd on its feet. Pinto holding on to Cotto's right arm. Let's see him fight 3 times.
This is a good fight. Pinto's still punching with a lot of power.
What a matchup. Let's see him fight 4 times. Made for each other.
You know, if Pinto had been fighting with the consistency that Cotto had been fighting with, I would give him a tremendous edge in this fight.
Go to the right. Go to the right. Be calm. Walk more to the right. Take your time.
Here we see as Cotto went into a defensive position
The short left hook that's
and
been landing all night long.
came with a right on the jaw and followed with a left high on the head. Pinto was a little off balance when he was knocked down, but it was a clear, clean knockdown.
But Pinto still punching with a lot of power still.
But not landing very often. CompuBox numbers through round 2 show Cotto at 51 out of 105. Far more efficient, far more economical than Pinto's 17 out of 147. And you see the 10-8 round scored by Harold Lederman as the result of the knockdown of Kelson Pinto. Pinto landing a right to the back of Cotto's head. It was pretty powerful.
Yeah, it was a
The same thing again, the short left hook that he cannot get away from.
And that's the difference between a pro and an amateur. That's how Cotto has improved and matured as a fighter. That left hook.
But you better watch out for Pinto's right hand because he's still winging a dangerous right hand.
Cotto just waiting for Pinto to throw wide and then looking to step up inside.
Cotto keeping his gloves on the sides of his head because he expects Pinto to throw rounded punches.
Yes.
Like that.
Good body shot by Cotto, countering underneath Pinto's big stuff.
But Pinto doesn't mind going right back after him, and he's really dictating the pace right now at this stage.
One thing you can see for sure is that in terms of talent, Kelson Pinto belongs in the same echelon with Miguel Cotto.
Oh, yeah, I'm very impressed with him.
Whether his experience is going to give him a chance to stay with Cotto in this fight remains to be seen.
But a guy that fights like Pinto fights, he needs to be busy fighting all the time because he's a good coordination fighter. But being inactive like that is hurting tremendously going into this fight.
But what a talent. And there's a hard right hand by Pinto.
He's shooting a lot of those right hands.
You know, he's had as many fights as Cotto in the 4 years since the Sydney Olympics.
Not against the same kind of opponent.
Competition.
That was a huge left hook by Cotto. Exploded on the chin of Pinto. Pinto slightly wobbly now. Cotto goes to the body to try to solidify his advantage. The brave Kelson Pinto keeps throwing. Hard right hand shot wobbles Pinto again. And he keeps throwing to try to make it out of the round.
And Pinto nods to him as if to say, you're right, that was then, this is now.
Larry, you're absolutely right in your prediction earlier in the fight that a fighter that
So go on to the right. Try right to the right. Try go more to the right. Look more to the right. Try punch to the right. Walk more to the right. Say jab, jab, jab. You try to move more to the right. Come up to the right. Welcome right.
every time that Cotto lands, it's always a short left hook. And if Pinto was smart, he would just try to keep the fight at a distance and box at long range. He never gets hit too much when he's moving.
Yeah. And this is a style I'm not sure I remember him using before, just staying in there with his gloves in his face and trying to lure his opponent into shooting first.
But that's the style that he should employ. That's what he's doing. Because at a distance, he has problems with Pinto. Because Pinto sets the pace with his long jab. But sooner or later, he gets in close enough and starts an exchange. And he never sees the punch that he gets in the head with.
Harold, how do you have it through three?
Okay, Jim. 3-0, 30-26, Miguel Cotto. You got to give him an extra point for the knockdown when you knock Kelson Pinto off his feet to the canvas. So that's a 10-8 round. Miguel Cotto certainly staggered him in the third round. Miguel Cotto outpunched him in the first round. Now watch the way Cotto keeps his jaw down, Jim. Great defense. Hands held high, elbows in tight, jaw down. Tell you another thing. Why do they tell Kelson Pinto move to the right? He moves to the right. He goes right into the left hook.
Maybe they think he can set up his right hand by moving to the right.
Good
Hard
punch.
right hand by Pinto landed flush on the jaw. Cotto took it very well.
As long as Pinto can move in and out, he's going to be a problem for Cotto. It's when he stands there toe-to-toe, it's when he gets caught with that left hook. As long as he moves and boxes, he does an extremely good job because he has a good sense of distance.
And good legs.
When Cotto gets close inside and fires those short, straight punches, he's too effective. Left hook lands again, close range. Wobbles Cotto again with the left hook. Or wobbles Pinto.
Short right hand, I think it was a short right hand before it that he shot over Pinto's low left.
Yeah, it was a delayed reaction. I wasn't sure which punch did it.
Look at the courage of Pinto as he just keeps coming back. There's not a defensive moment in Kelson Pinto. He's here to fight an offensive fight, regardless of how much hurt he takes from the gloves of Cotto.
This is Pinto's best round. I'm not sure he's won it, but he's boxed well and had some good exchanges.
Big left hand from Pinto, partially blocked. Cotto happy to get out of the round. And we look ahead to this Tuesday night, which marks the premiere of a very special film from HBO, 9 Innings from Ground Zero, an emotional look back at the role baseball played in New York in the aftermath of the attacks of 9/11/2001. It revisits, I should say, the thrilling 7-game World Series between the Yankees and the Diamondbacks.
Now we're going to let your hands go. Inside and the uppercut, real short. All right? Open up with your right hand. And then lower yourself a little bit. Open up with the right hand. Don't stand on the ropes. Don't stay there.
Fuera, fuera. Quinto round. Quinto round. Vamos arriba.
Fifth round of the scheduled 12. All action so far. Letterman gave Pinto the last round, as Larry Merchant suggested should perhaps be the case, and now Pinto with his feet and his jab is scoring at will against Cotto.
Yeah, he seems to have got a way of getting away from the left hook, and that's giving him a great advantage. And now he's boxing a lot. He's using his jab very good. And it's a controlling jab, too.
Solid right hand by Pinto. One thing Cotto has shown here, as in all his fights, he can take a punch. Now Cotto in close where he likes to be. And Pinto backs away to create distance again.
What Pinto seems to be doing is not loading up and throwing big wild punches anymore. He's now trying to hit at the target, then through the target.
He's fighting a very good fight at this stage right here. I mean, I'm very impressed with his comeback. I never expect him to come back after this. And he's actually setting and dictating the pace in the fight.
Pinto had fought this way in round 1 instead of coming out guns blazing.
He's still got to watch the short punches. I'm going to say he's getting carried away now and getting into exchanges, which he should. He should keep fighting at long range. Now that he's sitting down again, he's still falling with good calls. Cotto is probably one of the best short distance punchers in the game since Mike Tyson was in his prime.
You can see what happens when Pinto boxes for 40 seconds and gets his feet on the ground. His confidence comes back, and he goes back to deciding to trade punches.
And that's where he shouldn't be.
That's his natural instinct.
Yes, but as long as he stays out there, he's okay. But when he gets in close, that's Cotto's fight.
As the roles reverse slightly, Emmanuel. And the taller Pinto begins to outbox Cotto from out here. And they trade huge shots again, and Pinto slightly wobbled. There he goes. Second knockdown of the fight. Couldn't keep his knee off the canvas.
No, Cotto just so physically strong once they get in close.
This was a round that Pinto was winning with his boxing skills, and he decided to trade with Cotto and paid the price.
It doesn't look too good for Pinto at this point.
That puts him deeper in the hole. Just when his comeback was beginning to gather steam.
Come down more. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Just come down more. Start moving around his right. You're getting too tired. Just come down a little bit more. Going too fast. Going too fast.
This in close is too much strength, too much power, and that's more comfortable for Cotto to fight at that area. And there's no way in the world that Pinto should be in that close because he doesn't have arm room to punch.
Two different fights. One fight when Pinto's out at a distance using his jab and his feet. Another fight when he decides to step in close and give Cotto the chance to trade with him. Cotto, as Emmanuel pointed out, the stronger fighter, and this barrage of right hands may wind up ending the fight.
Cotto came out sensing that Pinto was dazed at the start of the round and went right after him.
Third time Pinto's been down.
He just fell on him like a big cat,
Here comes Ricardo
like a lion.
Maldonado, the manager
And the fight is over.
Pinto.
Fight is over.
Ricardo Maldonado came in to rescue his fighter, basically saying this is too valuable a commodity to let him take a beating.
Pinto's a good fighter.
He showed it here tonight.
Yeah.
Well,
Cotto
the really interesting thing is how intelligent Cotto was throughout this fight. How he changed his tactics. He backed up, he took the lead, he went after him, and after the knockdown at the end of the last round, he studied Pinto and came out and tore right after him.
He fought a perfect fight. That's what the experience of fighting all these quality fights as he's been fighting. And that makes a big difference.
So Miguel Cotto erases the small blemish of two amateur losses to Kelson Pinto 4 years ago in the year 2000 as he decisively and dramatically knocks Pinto out at the beginning of the 6th round. A series of right hands here. Left to the body. Straight punches through the guard, and one last left hook to the body to rip Pinto down to the canvas. Cotto closed the show, landing 10 of 13 power shots in that final confrontation. Cotto moves to 21-0. Kelson Pinto now has one loss. But as a debut performance on HBO and before the eyes of big-time American boxing fans, Pinto did well, Cotto did better. And let's go to Michael Buffer for the official particulars on the knockout.
Damas y caballeros, 2 minutes, 28 seconds, round number 6. 2:28, asalto número 6. El ganador en huelga campeón del mundo superligero de Caguas, Puerto Rico, Miguel